Yo, yo, what's happening? What's happening? Mr. Owens, aka Stylistic Monstrosity, aka Lee Concrete, aka Fuck You, Pay Me, aka Mama There You Go. What's happening? Welcome to the People Show. The only show up for and by the people. Yo, it's an adult show, the adult language, themes, and situations. You got delicate sensibilities, easily offended, and all of that. Beat it. Now, this broadcaster is still acting stupid. If it continues to do this buffering crap, I'm going to end this broadcast, and I swear to God, I'm about to reset I didn't get a chance to do it yet. I'm going to reset everything on my computer back to the factory default, so we're just going to go from there, because this shit is irking the shit out of me. Like, the music is skipping, all kinds of shit is going on over here, you know what I mean? Just, yeah, I'm not with all that. That's just not what's happening. But I hope everybody's good, hope everybody's chilling and all that. I'm supposed to get my man K Cool on the line so we can go ahead and get this discussion, about hip hop popping off. Because we were talking about it earlier on the last broadcast about the different influences, who's dope, who's this, who's that, or whatever. So I wanted to get into it because me and him talked about it. We supposed to did it some time ago, talking about what's good hip hop, the state of hip hop now, and just like basically how the way we used to measure what's dope and what's not is changed now. So really, that's what I want to talk about. I want to get people trying to get up in here. I got N-Top and my man Leonard up in here so far. Fair play out there, say getting the snow crab on. So yeah, that's what's happening. Get your snow crab on. In the meantime, in between time, I'm gonna let y'all know now when my phone rings and I get this call, I gotta shoot up out of here, go grab my girl. She had a little personal business to go take care of. She needed basically needed me to drop her off and pick her up. So when she hits me she's ready, she ain't that far away from me. And when she's ready, y'all know what time it is. Peace, I'm out. So it is what it is. Going back to what we were talking about earlier as far as hip hop, as far as like the underground cats that you hear on YouTube. I hear it like outside of obviously the King of the Dot crap and the UW, the URL and all of that. It's like those cats are cool. I mean, those are, rappers and all that, and they can do their little thing, whatever, but I haven't heard a whole lot of cats that move me. Every now and then I hear a dude like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Some like real ill cats out here. And then I don't think it's just because I'm an older dude and I'm not feeling these young mumble rappers. Like none of these old fruity colored hair dudes, like the fruity colored hair dudes and the fruity colored hair dude, the tap faced dudes, and the you don't know if what they about dudes, You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about? Them dudes just seem like they like what ladies like. You know what I'm saying? The man fans. Yeah. That's not what's up. I'm not really feeling that. So, normally when we get into these little discussions, it becomes super heated and it goes all kinds of sideways. So I'm hoping that it don't go that way today. And I'm waiting for, I told people I'll be back on at noon my time. So hopefully people made the connections, the attachments, and all of that. If not, then there'll be something for their ass to watch later on. But side note, as far as the MCs that I came across on YouTube, I think Poor City is decent. You know what I'm saying? I've heard Tommy Sotomayor go in a couple of times, came off pretty straight. You know what I mean? It's this dude named Don Dada from out, down south or whatever. He was beating on the wall and shit and rhyming, doing this thing. He tried to do it to music, and it wasn't the same. So like, he should be building beats around his sound, but he's dope. I can't a lot of names ain't flying just flying into my brain like that. As far as the cats that I've been beefing with, dude, y'all know what I'm talking about. I think dude has the potential to say some dope shit. He has said some dope shit, but he said lately, I'm gonna put like this here. What I've heard some shit like, yo, dude got skill. Then I heard some shit like, yo, that was dope. And I hear a lot of shit just like, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I mean? So that's just to be 100 about that. Tone Space got bars. Tone Space got some bars, but Tone Space ain't got his delivery down. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I can hear lyrics, you know what I'm saying? I can, still hear the lyrics in it. I can hear where he's trying to go with it. And I'm like, yo, you change a couple things, dude, you'll be bar none. But people don't listen to me. I heard a couple of dudes on Slapper Show. I think he said he was cool with or whatever that went in. You know what I mean? Uh, yeah, but I'm not really moved by a lot of these cats that I hear nowadays. And then with mumble rap, half the time I don't even know who these people are. When the people like this name and that name and I'm like, who is that? Like this cat, Little Xan, that was talking shit about Pop. I didn't know. I ain't never heard of that motherfucker before. Then I seen him. I'm like, yeah, 1, 2, 3. West Side Gun and Conway. Now, I'm not familiar with them. I'll check them out, though. I'm always looking out for, you know what I'm saying, new heads. But shout out to 1, 2, 3 Tubbs. What's going on with you? Now, so I'm trying to wait a couple of minutes. I promised my man Mark I was going to hit him up on the line because this was something he and I was discussing before. And I thought, like, it'll make a dope-ass topic. So, you know, people start showing up in my shit after I've been up 15, 20 minutes. So I'm trying to give it a little time to get up in there shit and get time enough for my man to get on and speak his piece too. So let me sit over here and burn me a little something while we chilling. So as far as like the YouTube rapping and all of that, I done like laid out a couple of times like, yo, we can do it for bread, but it seems like don't nobody want to do that. Everybody want to make their little pot shot diss rhymes, and it's just crazy. You know what I mean? So beyond that, you gotta check them out. They actually bring real hip hop back. I'm telling you. All right, for sure. All right, I definitely will. I don't. When people suggest some shit to me, I actually go check it out and shit. And I used to be to the point I would pull it up right in real time. But YouTube started like copyright. They copyright flag shit. Like, the crazy thing about YouTube, you could play a video that's on somebody's channel that they uploaded. You can they playing copyrighted music, the video is still up. You play their video and get a copyright. And I'm like, how come this shit ain't copywritten over there that they allowed to have 6, 7 million views on it? And then when I run this video, then I get a copyright. Like, that shit is crazy. And most of the time, it is notifying you that, the artist familiar with the artist knows that you're using that shit on your channel. All right, what's going on? Eduardo King back with us. What's going on, bruh? See, I pay attention to who's in my show. So yeah, man, so the way YouTube is doing it, because like normally I'll get on here and I'll play a bunch of joints, and then I got a bunch of shit on my computer too. Like I already got it essentially pulled up. I got like Ultramagnetic MCs, Pete Rock, Nas. I got a bunch of shit already queued up. Wu-Tang, a bunch of shit to jump from Slick Rick. To jump from different genres or whatever, but my computer's taking a shit on me. Or I don't know if it's my computer or if it's YouTube, but this motherfucker's tripping. That shit'll be over soon. Cause like I said, I'm buying a computer to use strictly for, running my stream. I'm getting a gaming computer to run my broadcast better, exclusively for that, so I can do different things. Oh, and for everybody that thought I was tripping, I put up the video of my dog, showing me dragging my dog all through the house. Like, I don't know why he likes that, but he likes to be drugged through the house. Like, he's retarded. So, but yeah. Hope people check that out, because girls are always asking how the dog doing, what the dog look like. So, y'all can see he's healthy. He's getting fucking huge shit. Super, super good. He's a good little puppy, man. It's my little buddy. I try not to be all extra mushy and gushy over my dog, but that's my little homie. So what I'm going to do, let me see. Gotta get Mark on the line. All right, speaker. Yo, what up, bro?
What up?
Yeah, I got you on the speaker. I don't know if you're checking the show. I told you I was gonna be calling you back around this time so we could do this.
Wait, hold on a second. Yeah, you said you got me. Yeah. Hey, I hear you on the speaker. What's up?
Okay, so we doing the show. We live on the thing right now.
Okay, cool. What's going on, family?
Yeah, so everybody will want to know this is my man, as I call him, K Cool, but in the chat room, you know, as MBM Wasters or what have you, my partner. We was having this discussion before about the whole little state of hip hop and what we thought was, basically what we thought was, you know what I'm saying, landmark albums, what we thought was legendary, what we thought was masterpieces and all of that. So, hey, dog, what I want to do, I'm going to fall back. I want you to, like, basically, I want you to break down how you feel about the situation. You feel what I'm saying? Like the way people mark what's legendary, what's, you know what I'm saying, what's, you know what I mean? Like how when we were talking about before about the Kanye shit, like go ahead and give your, you know what I'm saying, your piece or whatever, and I'm gonna jump in behind it.
Yeah. So, the hip hop thing is very, I'm putting on my headset right now. I ain't gonna lie. I'm on speakerphone too, so I'm gonna sync this up in a nice way so people can probably hear me better. Yeah, y'all hear me?
Yeah, you good.
Yeah. So for me, hip hop is like a it plays a very critical part in my life because, you know, that was like one of the best forms of music that connected with me because the people who was rapping, the people who was styling up or whatever, they looked like me. You know, I was introduced to music via reggae music because my parents were born in Jamaica and, you know, R&B and all that stuff. But when it came down to hip hop, that was all me. You know, from the rhyming to like the music to the performances and all that stuff. Even before I knew what people were saying on the mic, I was like, yo, this is something about them. Like, I love the energy. And of course, as time goes on, with anything that you involve yourself into, you're going to start taking up into those activities because guess what? It's connected to you.
Right.
Over time, you know, it's weird because when it came down to rhyming and all that stuff, I saw it on TV, I heard it on my Walkman and whatever on stereo, but my brother was the main person who got me into rhyming because he did it. And because it was like someone living under the same roof doing it, it's not like monkey see, monkey do, but it was like that much closer to me. So that's why I picked up the pen or pencil and started writing. Started listening to certain people, understanding the whole idea of writing 16 bars, writing on the dope line and all that other stuff. So that became a very important part of my life and my form of expression. Because prior to hip hop and all that, I was into art and drawing and culture, which I still am into. So when it came down to writing, you know, hip hop is a very important part of it. So obviously, in whatever I invest myself into, I'm going to feel a certain way when I feel like people are not really taking it upon themselves to like master the art.
Oh, for the record, let me interrupt you one quick second. I don't know if you're watching the show, man, but to make this extra fly, for everybody wondering what's that sound in the background, my man is talking over one of his beats. So that should make what he's saying even more powerful. Like he said, this is how he expressed himself. So I got him expressing himself while he expressing himself. Can you dig it? So go ahead.
Oh, thanks for that, man. I didn't even realize that. But yeah. So basically, when I feel like there's certain people who are not really taking the art form that seriously, it's like with anything, man. You have a skill set and you listen to how some people do it, you're like, okay, some people got their own pace of things. And that's fine. But then there's some people who really take it to where like, okay, here's the bar, let's actually elevate this. Whether or not you're famous, when you develop a certain way of developing observational skills, you can kind of tell, okay, this is dope, this ain't, you know, or this might be different, but I can understand, I can be open-minded enough to say, okay, we can rock with this. So with that being said, I believe that any style of hip-hop is dope. It's just a matter of how it's done. With that, with contributions that I've heard, that I've seen, to where I'm like, okay, this right here, I can almost deem as great, but then there's other words put into the mix, like let's say classic, or masterpiece, or vintage, based on the impact of what other people around you feel.
Okay, with that said, let me jump in. That goes back to the conversation we were having before. Now, coming from that level, what you just said, tell me, because it's easy to give a bullshit arbitrary number, but I want you to tell me two albums that you would consider legendary or monumental, right? As far as an artist and as a human being. Albums that, you know what I mean? Albums that, like, you know what I'm saying, moved you, like, the music, the production, the lyricism, the visuals, and then why it was important to you, if you feel me.
You mean just in the lane of hip hop?
Yes, nigga.
Okay. Okay. Wow. That's wow, that's a whole bunch. But I like that question because it really breaks it down to the essentials. Now, I don't want to sound cliche, but I'm going to have to say Illmatic is one of my favorite albums, hip-hop albums that's classic, for the fact that it was so short and concise
Okay.
that you didn't really have a lot of filler. It was like, okay, let's really break this shit down to what it needs to be.
Okay.
And it's one of those like short albums where it's like, okay, forget about time. You don't know how much time you have left, but you got all the time in the world to say what you need to say.
Okay.
And it's really one of those things where it's like, damn, how were they able to do that in such a short piece? Granted, it was said that the reason why Illmatic was short was because it got leaked on the streets a little bit earlier, so there was going to be more songs. But the fact that they left it at the intro and just 9 songs says a lot, not just to who the lyricist is, but for the production. So with that, how you adapt to the beat, how you adapt to your environment is very, very key. Not just compared to others, but in being in tune with who you are and yourself as an individual.
Okay.
You know, there was something about, and the fact that the dude was 16 years old to 18 making that album. I picked up a pen at 11 years old, did it for like 3 months, and I stopped. I picked the pen back up at 14. But it wasn't until I was 15 and a half when I started getting sharper because of that. And one of the things I was listening to to help me get sharper was Nas' Illmatic. So not just from a listening aspect, but from a literary aspect, it helped to train me to say what I need to say in a short amount of time. Okay. You know, things like that encourage me to be in high school to use my vocabulary word books.
I got you.
And instead of like having to curse all the time, I can use a vocabulary word to really, like I have a certain style in which if I was to rhyme, I use vocabulary words and I show you the meaning in a way that's dope as hell. But I don't use that too often. Only a few people know about that.
I got you.
But there was something about that type of expression that really brought me in. Like, yeah, I like this right here. You know?
Okay.
So Illmatic, I wouldn't call it the all-time great album because that's just unfair to me as an open-minded person. But it's one of the main albums that I use as a way of. It's like an old classic clean machete that no matter how many updates of machete you can build over time, this one had a certain way that it was made where it's like, okay, after this, you're going to have to really learn how to sharpen yourself.
Yeah, I like how you slid your Jamaican heritage up in there, too. That was real clever.
Yeah. And that's another reason why I love hip-hop, too, because Kool Herc, half Jamaican, part Jamaican. Right. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of Jamaican frequencies going on in hip-hop, so that made me embrace it even further. I was like, get the fuck out of here. Biggie's mother was Jamaican. I heard LL Cool J. I heard Snoop Dogg. I heard a lot of people got Jamaican in their roots.
Right.
I think people think KRS-One's Jamaican. He said he's actually from Barbados, but the Caribbean frequencies are still there.
Right.
How simple is that?
Now I got you got some static or something going on, bro.
Static?
Yeah. It's like I don't know what that. It's like some crackling going on.
Oh, my bad.
No, you good.
You hear it now or no?
Yeah, I can hear you. No, you good now. All right, let me ask you this. I want to jump around because I want to get a few people on the line today while I got the hot minute. But I want to ask you this. Yeah. We're gonna jump from that to some underground shit to some other shit right quick, right? Now I want to ask you how you feel about, since I got you open on the line, you've been watching the shows for an extended amount of time, you know everybody involved. How do you feel about these, as a producer and an MC? How do you feel about the rest of these dudes that you see on YouTube and their submissions and their songs and all of that?
I think a lot of people, there's those who are in tune with who they are, and there's those who are trying to follow the trend because that's what's popular. And that's with anything because, everything is over everyone is over everything. No one's going to do based on whatever they feel inside. They're going to be influenced by whatever. But I really, no matter what time period or whatever's going on, I don't like that people don't know how to be original. That's one of my gripes with let's say, from a production standpoint. I always had that rule. not just with hip hop, but outside of that, let's say with drawing and sculpture, have your own style, no matter what. I don't want to be the number one. I don't want to be the number one person in a group of people. I want to be the number one person at doing what I do. So no matter what happens in between waking up and going to sleep, I know who I am. That filtered into hip hop. But of course, Master A said the infamous line, "There's a sign on the door, no biting allowed." I hold that true to this day. That's why I like having a different style of production. Because my main thing is to be different but dope. And I carry that through as much as I can. Even with the tracks I've been trying to make, even just to put out there and sell. But I'm going to tell you another thing that I noticed in regards to production for myself. And you noticed this too, but a lot of other people didn't. When it comes to my style of production, not everybody can really get on it like that. Or I haven't dealt with a lot of people who feel like, okay, I'm going to have to put a different kind of effort in it. You picked up on it because of your mind state style.
Right.
And people like you, I can appreciate because you see, okay, it's not just a run of the mill. I'm going to have to, and I like challenging people to do something different with how they approach their thing because I want to see more.
Right. I mean, but I think that's the whole part of being a rapper is like just basically you rhyming to beat. That really, to me, doesn't take a whole lot. Anybody can rap. You know, all you have to do is look at the music game right now. Anybody can rhyme. But I believe to be an MC or whatever, that's when you truly embrace the musician side and the composer and the arranger side of like basically it's almost like you're the conductor in front of an orchestra, except you're the whole band. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when you hear this music, no matter how it ebbs and flows, no matter how it sways and bounces, it's your job to either, you know what I'm saying, it's basically you got this blank, the music is a blank canvas and you're the paintbrush. So what picture you gonna paint? You feel what I'm saying? So when I look at it, I'm looking at it from a level of I want to see how the person expressed themselves. Like you said, when I hear a cat who's sounding like how everybody else is sounding because there's somebody right now with that sound that became successful behind that sound, that to me is some sucker cop-out shit. You feel me?
Yep.
And that's the main thing I was talking about these YouTube dudes. All right, now let me ask you this. Class, I'm gonna try to jump around and I'm gonna try to get Fair Play on the line, try to get Victor Mono on the line. I want to ask you this right quick. Name top 5 is too easy. Name your top 3 and why.
Top 3 what?
MCs, yeah.
Wow, that is how. Okay. Well, the first person I'm going to say in no particular order has to be KRS-One.
Okay.
Why? Because KRS-One was one of the few people who not only could do battle rap, but he can actually do songs. And there was something about him where he pushed people to actually be intelligent. He had an arrogant way of telling, he had an intelligent and arrogant way of telling people you ain't shit and make it sound dope.
Right.
But he can put you on to something. Now, is he the ultimate MC for everyone? No. But he was able to take certain risks that other people weren't. See, another thing when it comes to, let's say, the pen game, there are plenty of people, like you said, who can rap, but can you actually go even further with it? He was one of the few people, like, where he would try out ideas. It might not have been the most impactful or successful for certain people, but he still was he's like an MC's MC, you know, and he's one of those people where if you come at him, he's gonna give you that work.
Right.
Win, lose, or draw. He's going to want to win, but it's win, lose, or draw, and he stay ready. He was one of those people where that showed me up front. You can talk about some political, you could be intelligent, and you can want to chop off somebody's head when the time is given, and still preach peace.
Okay, who else?
That's life. Who's that?
Who else?
Okay. I would have to say Nas for his poetic nature. Just the way that he is able to break.
You covered him already, so Nas is a given. So you got Nas and KRS. Who would be your third one?
My third?
Yeah.
I would have to say Biggie. For the fact that Biggie had a certain way, he had a certain power to his voice that a lot of people underestimate. Biggie had the $1 million ump. But anytime he's on the track, he fits well. And Biggie made sure he never had a right verse. See, that's another thing about an MC. You have to be able to adapt to a track. You have to be in tune with what the track is demanding of you.
Right.
Biggie had a certain presence where he didn't have to be all too wordy. He was very calculated with his words. But he wasn't, let's say, the most complex dude like, let's say, Eminem, or he wasn't the simplest like, let's say, Skee-Lo. But he was that dope MC where he could be on a commercial level, he would be on the underground level, and beyond all the glitz and glamour, he still wanted to take you on. But he had a certain fly, concise, effective way of projecting his voice to where it's like, you have to sit back and just marvel at that.
Okay.
Like the man wanted to be versatile. He was kind of limited in his work and like in his content.
Yeah.
But there was something the way he packaged himself that I have to admire.
Right.
And there's a reason why I picked KRS-One more than Tupac, because KRS-One talked about a lot of things before Tupac was someone who talked about a lot of things too.
Well, yeah, you know, Chris is my number one, so I'm not going to question that anyway.
Yes.
All right, well, you know what? Man, I appreciate your feedback. I'm going to try to get this other cat on the line right quick, because I told you I got to run back out here and grab Bridget and shit. So I'm going to see if I'll keep this shit flowing right quick, and I'm going to probably holler at you offline a little bit later on.
No problem, man.
All right, bro. Thanks, man.
All right.
All right.
Later, Tim.
Oh, damn, I got a bad habit of doing that. That was my man, K. Cool. Let me get Fair Play on the line. You know, Fair Play is super animated if he's not too busy. Where am I, man? So I know people probably see I'm online, they're probably expecting some fuckery. Nah, we chilling this afternoon. Yo, Fair Play, what's going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, so you checking out the show, bro?
Yeah, I'm watching the show.
All right, well, you already know what I want to know. I want to know what's your take and what's your stand. For everybody that want to know, this is Mr. Uncle Fair Play from the Fan. We got him up in the thing. He's also a recording artist and producer, singer, and all that old good shit. So every time we have these discussions, he always has a colorful perspective he wants to add. So now I want to give my man the floor so he can go ahead and give his breakdown of what hip-hop looking like. Go ahead, cuz.
It's really like a strange place I am not familiar with, but I welcome with open arms. You feel me? It's changes. It's inevitable. It's going to happen, but I would say the quality that I would say the newer guys are putting out is like Stepstone Coke. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It don't have that same. Oh, maybe I'm getting older. But even old ears like what they like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Huh?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm listening to you. It's your floor. Go ahead.
Oh, well, I just walked into the conversation. I just caught, who was that, the homie in New York, Joe?
Yeah, it was K. Cool.
K. Cool?
Yeah.
Nice breakdown. Nice breakdown. But, as far as to be completely honest with you, I've been following the family music, mostly. I haven't been really checking for nobody.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So I'll ask you the same thing that I asked him then. Essentially,
Okay.
why don't you give me your top 3 MCs and why?
My top 3? Oh, man. Joe, they all going to be South Florida underground guys I would never know about, bro. Be honest. But if you want to go like mainstream joints?
No, I'm saying who's your top 3 MCs, your favorite MCs, and why? It don't matter whether we know them or not, because you might turn people on if somebody ain't never heard before.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, man, check for nobody, Joe. Hold on. Let me see the list. All right. Man, I can't really think of nobody. Unless it's like old school cats or whatever.
Whoever.
You feel me? Like old school cats or whatever.
It doesn't
I can
matter.
tell you who I like to listen to, but I can't really break down why Just please, you know what I'm saying, whether it's the subject matter or
Okay,
the beat.
give me 3 old school cats that you like, man.
Okay, Disco Rick and the Dogs, the Jam Pony Express, and I would have to say early Poison Clan with JC Money and Debonair.
You said Poison Clan, and you said with the Boogie Express, the what?
No, the Jam Pony Express.
Jam Pony
Right.
Express?
Yeah. Disco Rick and the Dogs. And I would say Poison Clan.
You said Disco Rick and who?
And the Dogs.
Disco. I said mainstream. And then you.
Oh, mainstream. Okay.
Who the fuck is Disco Rick?
Yo, ain't nothing to it. I would say
Disco Rick.
It would have to
Hold
be-
on, wait.
Yeah.
Wait, if there's a motherfucking rapper named Disco Rick,
This is like way back though. You know what I'm saying?
Disco Rick? Oh
Yeah,
shit.
Disco Rick.
Disco Rick. That's the shit.
Yeah. Way back in the day. That's when that's before everybody started showing up and shooting up the club and everybody actually had fun, you know what I mean?
This motherfucker.
But I would say
you brought
let's see.
that civil rights era hip hop to the thing. Like niggas still had on like the skinny ties and the flooding pants. This nigga said Disco Rick.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Okay. Hold on one second. What's that? Okay. So as far as like mainstream, let me see what do they mean on that now.
Like, yeah, I like.
I would say
Biggie,
Biggie.
Jerry, and the hard bottoms. Like, what the fuck? Oh shit, Disco Rick.
But mainstream wise, I would say let's see. I would say Biggie. Yeah, I mean because it just fit. You feel me? I really don't have a real in-depth breakdown for why it's like that, whatever.
Oh.
I would say Luke. Yeah.
No, I'm saying, you said Biggie. Oh.
Yeah. I would say Luke. Now, people are like, oh man, that's Luke booty shaking. No. People don't realize Luke changed the face of music.
Yeah, he did.
He changed the whole game, Joe.
He opened the door so everybody could say whatever
Yes.
the fuck they want to say. Yeah, he the one that
Yes.
he fought all the way to the Supreme Court. They forgot about that.
Yes. He changed all of music.
Yeah, Luke is the
That's a
reason
beautiful
behind
thing.
He's the reason behind the parental advisory sticker. People forgot about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Luke was going to jail for a show before these people were going to jail for shows.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah, Luke and
After that-
NWA, they stayed in jail. Yeah.
They stayed in jail. You know what I mean? Those were the ones, I mean, it wasn't so much about the music per se, but yo, very influential. You know what I mean? And the last one I would say Public Enemy.
Okay.
I think that was like the proudest time in hip hop. You know what I mean, Joe? With the whole, you know, with the whole political stuff and the awareness and stuff like that.
Hey, brother Eduardo in the thing say, Mr. Fairplay, Disco Rick. I heard he runs King of Diamonds in Miami.
He probably do. He probably do, man.
Oh shit.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here, cuz.
Yeah, the last one, like I say, Joe, I would say Public Enemy. And then it just kind of like pop was pop, whatever. That was like the thing at the time, whatever.
Okay.
But like we were talking about earlier, you go back and listen to it, man. It's like, yo, you gotta be like, man, how you listen to this guy? You feel me?
Yeah.
With all the overdubs and it was just jumbled. And I'm a sound engineer, so you could imagine how frustrating it would be to record a 2,000.
Dude, I said.
Oh, bring it in. Punch that in. Bring it in. Punch that in. Bring it in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I said to a
But
lot of
other
people.
than that, go ahead, Joe.
No, I've said to a lot of people. I love Pop more as a person than I do as an artist, and motherfuckers don't see.
There you go. There you go. There you go. In the movies, with acting and this and that, it kind of propelled him, above. Because at the time, no other rapper was popping off like that.
Right.
And the guy was everywhere. So I go ahead.
No, what I was saying was like I think, like I was saying before, like people, like the thing that bothers me the most, you know what I'm saying? The thing that bothers me the most about the shit is how they done deified this dude. They done turned dude into
Oh
a
yeah,
god, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? They done
yeah.
turned, you know what I'm saying? It's just
We on some
crazy.
Elvis shit with that guy, yo. Like they just saw Pocket Budapest. What the fuck?
Say what
You know
now?
what I mean?
No, I didn't hear you.
I said they on some Elvis shit with the guy. He was farther than Budapest.
No, I mean,
Come on, man.
no, I feel you, but I'm not even talking about that. What I'm talking about is like
Yeah.
when, like, if anybody say something against Pac, a million motherfuckers lose their mind, and I'm like, what
Oh,
the
that's a
fuck is
fight.
that? You feel
That's
what
a
I'm
fight,
saying?
bro.
What?
And just like you, I don't understand it because in the end, it's whatever you felt the music is to you or whatever. You know, it is to you, but it's still, at the end of the day, just music. Just enjoy it. Jeez.
Right.
You know what I mean? Hey, check it out, Joe. I gotta run.
All right, do your thing, man.
Hey, love and respect.
All right, peace, bro.
Easy.
All right, well, that was K Cool, and that was Fair Play, and I think that I need to let people know, you know what I'm saying, what this is, right? Like, real quick. I'm pretty sure somebody else, 'cause I announced I was doing this show right now, somebody else is doing a show too. But dig this here, right? And I want to say this, and I'm pretty sure it's going to piss people off, right? And like I just said to him, and I'll continue to say, to me, Pac's influence was his energy. It damn sure wasn't his music. That's not to say that he didn't, like, when people, he had hit songs, like, yeah, whatever, dude. Yeah, he went platinum, he did all that shit. But I mean, if you ain't a music, if you're not a musician or whatever, or a music distributor or a fucking producer, I don't understand what bragging about somebody's sales and song, you know what I'm saying? Basically, how popular the song was don't mean shit or whatever. I think that dude had an impact on people more about the energy and as many the people he had following him. You dig? And I think that he had potential to do something greater than that. And I believe that's why that whole little thing, you know, he was knocked off essentially. That's what I believe it was all about. Other than that, I think people romanticize that whole he was the outlaw of our time. He was this, you know what I'm saying, this wonton. Like basically, you know, when people get killed and everybody want to glorify him. So that's kind of how I feel about Pac. Now again, musically, I heard him spit some ill bars. For the most part, you know what I'm saying, he talked a whole lot of shit or whatever. When he talked community shit, he was always talking for other people. He wasn't always speaking from his experiences because he said himself he didn't live a lot of shit that he rapped, you know? But like I said, I think the dude was powerful. I think the dude was influential, but I believe it was more so because of who he was, not his fucking music. As far as an artist, like I said, he got songs that I dig, but he got a whole lot of songs that got that fucked up overdub and the vocals sound mad. Like, what the fuck? Like, you gotta listen too hard. That's just my opinion, though. And like Little Xan said, one thing I will agree with him: his music selection. The tracks that Pac used to use, Pac used to use some boring ass beats. They used to have some musical, no, they had a lot of musicality to them, but it was like they was boring. I'm not even gonna fucking front. Now Pac wasn't boring, but a lot of his motherfucking tracks was and shit. And then even the tracks like Hit 'Em Up and all that other shit or whatever, those tracks was kind of corny. Hold on. What up, boy? I can't call it. What's good? Pretty good. Hold on one second, cuz. Okay, I do apologize for that, man. Like, oh, man. Shout out to Jada Alicia. Yo, I agree with you. His music was fucking boring. There were songs that I liked, but for the most part, the music itself was boring as shit. So, yo, we still got this little skipping thing going on with my broadcast. I don't know what YouTube is doing with my system. But it is what it is, so I do apologize for the technical difficulties. By tonight's show, I'm going to have everything linked up right, so pardon me. But yeah, I agree with Sweetie that, yeah, dude's music was fucking whack. A lot of times, like, it was just too much. I don't know, it was just like Elevator. He was rapping over Elevator music. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that shit was like, a lot of Tupac's music shit used to trip me the fuck out. I'm not even on bullshit. And again, I don't know why this thing keeps fucking skipping. I have no idea. Like I said, when I opened up my broadcast today, YouTube had changed the system. All kinds of things is going on. So I do apologize, but I will have it straight today. But again, not to keep beating the dead horse and not trying to run it in the ground. But yeah, I think dude was overrated. I like Biggie. I think, as a rapper, when I listen to Biggie, I could hear what he was doing with his flow. Again, I don't think I have to emulate it to show it or, none of that. But I think that he's overrated. I don't think that he has enough content up for people to talk about him being the greatest of anything. Like, what are they measuring it by? The hype surrounding it? So I'm like, yeah, dude was an ill MC. And he got way more songs that I like than Tupac. But it's just Tupac as an individual and the things that he rapped, I like that shit more. But I like Biggie as a rapper better, I think Nas is boring as fuck, personally. I think he can rhyme his ass off, but I think he finds boring fucking beats. Illmatic was decent, but he got a lot of forgetful fucking tunes to me. Lyrically, he's ill as shit, but I think he got a lot of fucking forgetful fucking music. It's like forgettable music. Jay-Z. Sure, he's popular and all like that. He can rhyme and shit, but some of the music that Jay-Z's chosen over the years, like, I didn't really like the tracks, but he made them work. But it's just like, outside of Reasonable Doubt and a few songs here and there, it's not a whole lot of his shit that I like. And even Reasonable Doubt, the music choices was like kind of tripped out, but it's like he made the shit work. KRS, I really dig dude because of what he represented back in the day. Cool J, he was the rock star rap. Who else? Ain't nobody else that really like that moved me like that. Especially nowadays, these cats is garbage. You know what I mean? Like, these dudes is garbage. I ain't heard a dope dude outside of the freestyle circuit, and the battle circuit, and the underground circuit, and there's too many cats to name. But as far as mainstream rappers and cats who in the limelight right now, all these littles and these motherfuckers, I'm talking about all of them are whack. Little this and little that, and man, these motherfuckers is whack. They whack as hell. I can't, I don't know, man. I think young male culture is just like, maybe because I'm old now, but it seems like everybody damn near under 35 is on some goofball shit. Like, everybody's on some damn near gay shit, seem like. Especially, of course, the entertainers, but I mean, it's like socially. Everybody's on some, it's really cool to be fruity as shit now. So that's really all I'm getting. You know what I mean? I ain't picking up on much more than that. It's just it's a lot of fruitcake shit going on. Like, real sucker sideways shit. Now, jumping on another topic or whatever for a hot little second of shit, right? I'm changing the title of the show. I'm changing it to Garbage People. Anyway, I think that a lot of what's going on with what's happening with hip hop is a reflection of what's going on in our community. Like, our community has become about a whole bunch of bullshit. And all you have to do is look around YouTube and you'll see that shit. Now, y'all might be wondering why I waited 55 minutes to really start speaking about something venomous, because I wanted to prove a point. If you're talking about something positive or something cool or something good or whatever, people don't come over here fucking with you. But the minute you start mentioning shit and start focusing on anybody's behavior, then everything twists to a whole different fucking dimension. And I purposely intended to do this that way. That's why I had both my partners on the phone. So we're talking about just a general conversation. The real meat of the discussion about hip hop is in the other broadcasts from earlier. The crazy thing about this shit or whatever, when I look at this and I see what's going on with YouTube, it has to be some sensationalist bullshit going along with what the fuck you talking about. See, check it out. If I was to end this broadcast right now and put a title up of some stupid shit like I'm beefing with so-and-so or fuck all y'all or you motherfuckers get on my nerves, then you'll see the numbers rocket through the top or whatever and everybody in here, you know what I'm saying, feeding into some bullshit. But the minute you're just on here chilling, that's what everybody say they always want. When you're on here for an extended amount of time, they want you to stay on longer and shit. And when you're doing this a positive fucking broadcast, people don't want to interact with that. I trip on that shit. Well, anyway, I look at hip-hop the same way. If you want to do something positive in hip-hop, in the climate of hip-hop right now, you already discouraged from it off top because you already know the audience that you're catering to. People don't want to hear nothing positive. People don't want to hear no reflective music. That's why you don't hear it no more. People don't want to hear that shit that, you know what I'm saying, make you stop and think for a hot little second. When I say people, I'm not saying there ain't nobody that want to hear it, but the popular, the general mass public, they don't want to hear that shit. They want to hear some stupid shit. Everybody want to hear something to help them fucking escape. When you listen to these fucking songs and these dudes talking about, what was that song you watch when you dumping your ashes? Spit so-and-so on a St. Laurent jacket. Like, that nigga that sang that song sound like he ain't took a bath since. You feel me? What up, Otis? Half these, why do you have to look sticky now to be a rapper? Every one of them little niggas look dirty than a motherfucker. Like Lil Wayne made looking nasty as a rapper look cool. So everybody got, you know what I'm saying, this grimy as hell, ain't nobody bathing look like, and then they wearing these high-end clothes. Because I'll tell you what, 21 Savage is like a dirty little fucker. I don't give a fuck what you say. That nigga look musty. Real motherfucking talk. That nigga look like he's sour, like he's spoiled. I'm not even bullshit. The nigga look like you fucking spoiled, like something about to bust on him. All them niggas do. All them ASAP Mob, everybody look dirty and grimy. Nobody. When I was coming up in hip hop, you had to look fucking fresh. You know what I'm saying? You had to have your shit trimmed up. You had to have your shit right. You know what I mean? You had to be decent to a certain degree. You had a couple of grimy, nappy looking ass motherfuckers here and there, but for the most part, niggas was trying to, you know what I'm saying, look alright and shit. These cats nowadays look the fuck terrible. And that shit is fucking bad. That shit is fucking bad, yo. And I'm like, yo, the wildest part about that shit, everybody, check this out. There's a dude named Lowski Being Real from Chicago, right? So I guess, you know what I'm saying, he's some too damn old to be gangbanging ass nigga that make a bunch of Chicago ghetto ass videos. He's kind of popular or whatever. You know, he got a decent little fan base and all that shit, right? Go look at that nigga. That nigga getting paid, you know, he getting hundreds of thousands of views per video. So he getting paid off this shit, right? You think the nigga that we talk about normally is a dusty looking motherfucker? The only difference is, you know, this nigga ain't dusty and he got stripes in the street. But that motherfucker look just nasty as hell. The reason why I'm talking about that, because he represents what a whole lot of motherfuckers out here look like now. Overgrown ass niggas with these nasty ass, dirty, musty ass fucking dreads with these stupid ass colors in them now. It's looking retarded. That's the Chicago Savage look. Everybody in Chicago got dreads now. Everybody got that nasty ass Sideshow Bob looking ass motherfucking hair. Like, yo, man. Rap and hip hop need forefathers that will stick with their honest opinions and help maintain the art form. Corporate America has killed the genre on the mainstream level. But you know what though, OT? You right, but you don't even realize how right you are. the hip hop forefathers or whatever, founding fathers or the old vets, the OGs or whatever, don't nobody respect them no more. Chuck D can't tell nobody shit, dude. Chuck D was doing voiceovers for EA Sports and shit like that, bruh. Flavor Flav was fucking Brigitte Nielsen, bruh. These niggas don't know fight the power, bruh. These motherfuckers know goddamn flavor of love, my nigga. Them niggas can't do shit, nigga. Big Daddy Kane can't do shit. KRS-One is a joke. When you hear him talk now, ain't nobody respecting him, man. Ain't nobody hearing that shit because he comes off too goddamn pompous. LL Cool J still trying to be sexy. Ain't no niggas ain't even listening to Redman and Method Man, bruh. They not listening to the old heads no more because all these niggas sold themselves out, bruh. All the old heads went corporate, like you said. They sold out trying to get the big bucks. In early 2000, all these niggas just went belly the fuck up, dog. And these young cats, all they care about is the dough and the guns, man. That shit is gay as hell. When I saw a little white boy with a grill in, right, rapping about killing niggas and standing in front of a bunch of niggas, and he's saying killing niggas. And I'm like, ain't nobody smacked him in the back of his head yet? Said the older rappers seen him, they said, fuck it, the young dudes don't listen. You know what? Which is some coward shit, because they made them like that. These young cats are just, you know what I'm saying, worse versions of the older niggas. These older niggas, you know what? I want to tell you, like, when I just now, right, I had to make this little run with B, drop her off right quick, right? I'm coming back to the house to come do this shit. It's a dude walking up the street in a pink fucking hoodie, right? Now, about 3-4 years ago, that wouldn't have been out the ordinary because everybody was wearing fucking salmon pink and peach and apricot and them faggoty ass fucking Skittle ass Easter colors and shit, right? But because that shit not the norm no more, this shit stick out like a sore thumb. And it ain't that warm today. It's like 40, 42 degrees. So, you know, out here, you know, as soon as it ain't super fucking freezing, people start taking their coats off. Anyway, little homie walking down the street with his chick. I don't know what the fuck they doing. Maybe it's a gas station within a block of here. So you always see little cats walking through here going to get their little blunts and shit. So dude walking with his little chick or whatever the fuck. And neither one of them got a coat on. But they both hugging the shit out themselves as they walking down the street. Now, it's maybe because I'm old and I'm asking B, I'm like, was we ever that stupid when we was young? And that's how you know you old. You're like, hey, do you remember us being stupid? Do you remember us ever the fuck going somewhere without a coat? Now I remember if we know we was going to get in the car, we would jump the fuck out the house and go get in the car with no coat on, forgetting that we had to walk from the car to where we was going. We used to do that dumb shit. But do you remember just walking the fuck up the street without a coat on a cold day? And she was like, no. I remember like having our coats and then taking them off when we got where we was going and leaving them in the car and shit like that. But I don't remember just walking around with no coat on. And I'm like, yeah, these kids are just stupid. These kids is dumb. When every one of these little bitty rapping lame ass niggas that I see, every time I see them with the pistol and the extendo, I just like, you know, I want to whoop they little ass. Like, I want to whoop, what you doing with that gun? You know what I mean? All like little kids have on these little gold chains and these guns. I'm like, man, if you don't sit your little ass down, like, it's a bunch of them, like little badass kids. It's like, I'll give you an example. There's a rapper from out here named Little Bibby, right? And you see, dude, when you look at his face, you look in his eyes, he got that soulless look like every motherfucking body who's in the street for a long period of time, right? And then when you hear him talk, you got the vibe of every older nigga from Chicago. That super, hey, I don't know what's up with folks. I don't know why folks coming off like that. Do you know it's people in Chicago that practice talking like that? Like, I am not bullshitting. Everywhere has a dialect. It's like that, what's up, cuz? Like, niggas go out their way to sound that way. It's like, yo, what's going on, son? How niggas go out their way to sound, hey, what's poppin', shout? People go out their way to try to embrace the dialect where they fucking from. If you ever listen to dude talk, I don't even know what he talking about, Joe. That shit crazy. Folks was out there wild as hell. Man, folks, man, everybody who called themselves tough for Chicago got the exact same cadence and pitch. That's why I hate it. Everybody, we all use the same slang anyway. But if you so-called a gangster out here, like, you know, you a real hardcore nigga, then you supposed to come off with this certain sound, like almost like 2 fucking octaves above whispering and shit, Joe. It's supposed to sound real disconnected and real nonchalant, Joe. Like I said, old boy Lowski being real, go check his videos. He's just a little bit more, but same energy. Man, Charlie, that whole shit was foo-foo, blah, 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 blah. You dig, blah, blah, blah. You dig, so-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so. You dig. That's all Chicago shit. That shit corny as fuck. That shit corny as fuck. I hate the Chicago vibe that it done turned into. You want to see the old Chicago vibe, go check out Bumpy Johnson. Sly Polaroid, when you hear them niggas talking. That's Chicago vibe. You ever hear Common having a conversation? That's Chicago's vibe. The Brat on her little radio show. That's Chicago's vibe. What's that dude named Wood Harris? Listen to him talk with the squinting in his eyes. He got Chicago all over him. Lorenz Tate. Those are Chicago people. You can Lorenz Tate cannot not be Chicago no matter what accent he's trying to do. All you see is Chicago. Wood Harris, the same goddamn thing. The Brat, same fucking thing. They cannot not be Chicagoans. You know who else got that shit real bad? Motherfucking Bill Murray. Bill Murray, another motherfucker that you could. Oh, heck, Kanye. Hey, look, hell yeah, Kanye. Cause, I swear on my mama, cuz. Radio, fuck you, radio. Call me, bruh. Yeah. That's straight Southside. Rhyme Fest, straight Chicago. Straight Chicago. What up, Joe? Hi, Charlie. That's how we talk. It's almost like you singing and shit. Lupe Fiasco, all Chicago. You can hear it in our twang. When we speak, it's a certain tone that we hear when we talking to each other. Hey, Charlie, what's going on, Joe? Hey, nigga, I ain't even on that shit, cuz. What the fuck you on, Joe? That's Chicago shit is talking at you. We don't ask questions like, hey, would you give me in New York, people say something like, hey, yo, would you give me a glass of water? Hey, give me a glass of water. Niggas don't talk like that out here. Like, hey, give me some water. It's like a straight up statement. It's a declarative. Everything is a declarative statement. Somebody could be asking you a question. It's like they're making a demand. Hey, yo, take me to the store. Shit like that. Let's say Chicago's vibe is bugged out. And if you don't know how people talking out here, you get caught up on that. Nigga be done sent you out, Joe, quicker than the fuck. You know how you twisted up in some old dumbass shit. Next thing you know, motherfucker buking your motherfucking lights out, cuz your ass stinking somewhere, starts to fuck out. These old goofy ass Mars. Hey, what up, Zanart? You want to hear Chicago? Listen to Cliff. Cliff is straight Inglewood. It's all over him. He's straight Inglewood, but his shit so Inglewood, he sound country with it. Joy Kane, that's a Chicago broad. And I don't mean that in a negative. When you hear her going in, Chicago broads go in I'm talking about when a Chicago chick going in on you, it sounds different than any chick from anywhere else. I don't know what it is, but it's some hateful shit. Listen to Joy Kane. When she be saying that shit to LA, she mean that shit, Joe. Yo, Chicago bitches are some evil, rotten motherfuckers, boy. I'm trying to tell you. I got nothing but love for Joy Canay, little black ass. I'm trying to tell you. A Chicago chick, mad? Woo! I'm trying to tell you. That's a problem you don't want to have. And them bitches call the police. That's a problem you don't want to, man. Chicago bitch love calling the cops on the motherfucker. She will get your ass in the county so goddamn quick. You heard me? You heard me? You heard me, baby? I don't mean no harm, baby. You heard? I wish we could separate these new goofy ass rappers from rap and create their own genre. Yeah. R. Kelly too. I just be trying to do my own thing. And all these people be trying to hate on me, but it's alright, though. Yeah, that's Chicago. Even the way we say Chicago, we from Chicago. You drag out the cop. Instead of Chicago, it's Chicago. And like white folks from here, like Dan Aykroyd, fucking Bill Murray, you name them. All these motherfuckers, like when you're hearing talk, they always talk like, yeah, we're gonna go downtown right now, knock it out. Have us a nice sausage. Have a beer and a sausage. And watch the Bears. I'll give you a perfect example. You want to hear the white boy Chicago accent. What's that movie, Tommy Boy? When Dan Aykroyd was the evil auto dealership dude. We're going to buy all of our brake pads from Zelensky brake pads. If you listen to him talk, you know what I'm saying? Zelensky brake pads from hard-working people. That's how like white people in Chicago talk. Just tricked out. It was real shot. Said, ain't no cats you can tell by the demeanor. Like, well, Louisiana cats generally, you can like tell they from Louisiana if you're familiar and shit. But it was, you know what I'm saying, at one point in time, when I was went down to Louisiana, I was in New Orleans for a hot little while and shit, where you could tell the difference between cats from Baton Rouge cats and like Louisiana cats, and yeah. But what I like, when, you know what I'm saying, when you've been traveling for a long time and you pick up inflection from everywhere, so people can't tell where you from. I love being like that. Like, dude, where are you from? Everywhere. I'm from there. Where? Yeah. Oh, shit. All right. Said Bernie Mac. I ain't scared of you, mother. Yeah. Bucket naked. You can see that public house. The first time I heard that shit had me. What the fuck he say? Out there bucket naked. Big bone. Hung low. Heavy structure. I pull my shit out. Whole room get dark. I can't do that cheap keep shit, Charlie. So what are some of the signature styles, attributes of Chicago hip hop? Tongue twisted. You know what I'm saying? Quick rap. Multiple punchlines within a rhyme. Having a unique style. Projecting your voice. You gotta, if you repping some shit, it gotta be documented. Like, you can't be in Chicago clubs lying like, yeah, I be out here getting money. Niggas will call you out on that shit and fuck you up. Shit like that. So my in-laws from Chicago. What up, Joe? What's going on with you, Charlie? You good? That's what y'all over here, y'all over there. I ain't know what y'all on, man. What y'all over here on? Yeah, they all got that sound. They singing when they talk. Yeah. But if you got a couple of Chicago niggas in the room, they start talking the way they talk, man, you wouldn't even be able to follow what they was talking about half the time. In the nude, bucket naked. You can see their public hairs. That shit was stupid as hell. But yeah. So yeah, like I don't know, Chicago hip hop, man. Like you gotta have a different style. You can't sound like nobody. You got to be on that real shit. People gotta know who the fuck you are. You gotta be loud because we didn't always have microphones at the spots. And you got to be able to switch up. You got to be able to switch your style up. Hey, Bucky naked. But yeah, like, but you know what I'm saying. You got different tones because the people up north talk a little bit different than the people out south, and the people out west are like an exaggerated version of the people from out south. Like, you know, the people on the south side and the west side sound the same, but the west side is just a little bit more exaggerated. It's more twangy. But, oh, why this shit ain't changed yet? I done changed the title of the show 7 times. There it go. All right. Yeah, so, but with that, I think that a lot of, have you ever heard of Mike the Poet? He's a white dude from the show. Mike the Poet, Mike the Poet, Mike the Poet, Mike the Poet. Nah. I know a couple of white boys named Mike that rap though. Mike the Poet. Nah. You ever heard a name that like, it don't sound familiar, but it sounds familiar? Like, Mike the Poet. Why does that? I don't know. It's like, I don't know nobody named Mike the Poet, but it sounds like, where have I heard that? But nah. I do not. What is Mike's name? I think he goes by his name, Mike Spanos or some shit like that. I ain't sure. And I know a few of the white rappers out here too. Like my favorite white rapper out here is actually two. It's one dude that goes by Verbal Kent. I actually know 2 people named Verbal Kent. One of them's a white boy. Only problem with him, he sounds just like Eminem. His vocal tone, his like not his rhyme style, but his vocal tone, he sounds just like Eminem and shit. And this other dude named Stephen Lean. His name is Stephen Lee, but he changed his name to Stephen Lean. So Mikey, yeah, he's Italian. Lives out in Rochelle. Yeah. He rhymes in the shop, but he's from the suburbs. But he's an Italian and he lives out in the fucking suburbs. I actually got him on a showcase like a year and a half ago. Hip hop nowadays became exactly what happened in the EPMD video for Payback as far as whack rappers being popular. Yeah. But actually, rap became not only that, but it's become what Ice Cube described, you know what I'm saying, stay true to the game. Niggas always want to show their teeth, so I'm going to stay brief. Everybody happy as hell on some show out shit. To me, nah, somebody else mentioned them to me. No, I haven't. What up, 1K? I have not. I promise to God, I'm so out of the loop. I don't know nobody no more. All I know is instrumentals. I don't listen to people. I repeat, I cannot listen to any of these motherfuckers. When I get in, we got satellite radio in the new car or whatever. I throw a USB in the thing and I'm listening to shit off my files. I don't listen to shit. I don't listen to nothing. I be checking for instrumentals and people that I know shit. Other than that, nah. Cause music's so fucking disappointing, and every time you do find something that's that little needle in the haystack, they end up letting you down too. I can't take a whole lot of more heartbreaks. Man, what's going on? So my man Zach called me a little while ago and told me that he has to stop by. So I'm waiting on that. But at the same time, I have to go pick my girl up, you know what I'm saying, in a few minutes. So that like makes everything all corny. But it is what it is. I got I have a real doozy of a show planned for tonight. I'm trying to drive. Hopefully, if this shit come through, I got a nice show planned for tonight. I can't tell you yet. I actually was gonna, you know what I'm saying, make a little road trip today or whatever, but things came up last minute or whatever, and then B had to do what she's doing right now. So if that wasn't the case, I would be on the highway right now. And the way things are looking, I might be on the highway one day real soon. You never know. Might go tomorrow. Might jump on the highway. Like, I got something to do Monday, so Tuesday, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Mid-afternoon. Jump on it like about noon. Jump on the highway. Just snowballs the bomb. Thank you. Like I was telling people on the show earlier, like, man, my dog, you know what I'm saying, he's super good, but he's silly. And he would stretch out on the floor. He liked for you just to drag. And I forgot how I found out that he liked that shit. But it's like he likes to be drugged on the floor. He like, you know what I'm saying, he likes to just stretch out and then you just pull him and he'll just let you pull him all through the motherfucking house. And he'll come in front of you and lay down like that so you can do that for him. And if you sit in that blue chair, like that used to be my recliner, that's his recliner now. So if you're sitting in the chair, you have to make space for him to jump up in it because he's going to sit in your lap. Like, it's going to happen. If you sit there for more than 10 minutes, he's coming up. He's getting in the chair. And if he don't, like, you know, if you're not me or my girl or my daughter, he going to, like, get behind you and then learn sideways and push you out the chair with his legs little by little. He done did it to a few. He does it to Zach every time he comes over here. Like, he loves Zach, but he don't let Zach sit in that chair. And then my partner Shadow, like Shadow can't even come in the house good. Hold up, what's going on with this thing? Yeah, Shadow can't even get in the crib good, man. Like, soon as like Shadow come in the door, like if he's in the cage, he's jumping all over the cage, going nuts. You know what I'm saying? He loves Shadow. You ever felt like a skilled craftsman who keeps low with their abilities because charlatans don't ruin the game for authentic ones? Yeah. That's why I don't really push rapping, man. Like, I could be recording all the time, just, you know what I'm saying, as a hobby, just like right now, I could be doing this little pet project me and Mikey was working on, right? I ain't been focusing on nothing, dude. I just been focusing on court. I just really want to be free of the goddamn system, and so I can do a whole lot of other things. Like, I think that's what keeps me so stagnant, even with YouTube, because I feel like I really, even though I'm like straight right now, I'm going to my cases and all that, I just really feel like I can't move. I feel like I got like a big ass foot on my throat, man, like on my back. I could be doing so much more shit, and I'm not. I'm like, man, I don't want to get into some shit. And these motherfuckers try to pull a jammy on me out of nowhere and shit. So yeah, so it's tripped out. But as far as Snowball, yeah, you see, I've been training the shit out of him. I wanted to show him doing more. He can fetch, roll over, do all that shit. He knows how to do a lot of shit. But as y'all see, he attacks on cue, all that. He's pretty fucking smart. You know, pit bulls are usually like really, you know, ill-tempered and like really like rebellious and shit. So he's like really, really attentive and like he's super loving. He's just goofy as hell. I mean, but I like it though. I haven't seen many goofy pit bulls, so it's like having a pit. Like, my dog is like, I'm gonna film it. My dog is like fucking Scooby Doo. When you start playing with him, cause he like his like little claws and got long, his nails on his paws got long. So when he trying to run, he can't like get no grip on their hardwood floor. So he'll be like, took 6 steps, but he's still in the same place. It's like a damn cartoon. The shit funny in the motherfucker. The Griselda Records cast is dope. Shout out to Tug123, this mental comments. So yeah, but that's my little homie. You know what I'm saying? I done put some time in with him. He can do a bunch of fucking tricks. Get in and out of his cage. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. Stand up on his hind legs for a long time. Oh, thanks, Fair Play. Yeah, I've been trying to get him right. That Snowball sounds like what the comedian Patrice O'Neal said, train killer. Hey, the video up. I got him, like I said, I got him when he was 2 months old, and I've been training him since he was 2 months old. You'll be surprised at how trained my dog is. So my dog follows like word commands, like get in the chair, walk up the stairs, lay down by the counter, get on the rug, shit like that. But you can tell him lay down in certain spots and he'll go exactly to that spot. Go by the sink, get on it's a rug by the front door, get on the rug, let's go. Stop now. When we walk out, I'm telling you, I almost got it to the point where he shits on command. I got him going to find a spot. So when we go out now, when it's time for him to drop a load, I'm always saying find a spot. So I'll give it another month or two. When we walk out the door, find a spot. He's going to sit there, take a shit. We're going to come back. I want to be able to walk him real fast, if you understand what I mean. This ain't no new shit. I do it with all my dogs. And I got it so him and my girl spend a lot of time together. So I got it so he's super protective of her. But at the same time, he knows that I'm the man in the house. Because I like when you call him arrogant. He is arrogant. He's sitting there wagging his tail, just staring at me, little spoiled ass. But they say, your dog acts like you. So, you know what I mean? So you see he's defiant. That's my buddy, though. So, hold on. See? Knew it. What up, bro? Yo.
I'm in my house like 5 minutes. I'm just eating a quick peanut butter and jelly.
Alright, man. Hey. When you pulling up in the driveway, hit the phone. Alright. So like I said, my partner's on his way over here. I gotta handle something right quick. What up? What's going on? Jermaine Dizzle. We've been over here building on music for a minute. I hate that everybody, like I say, I'll be on here for a minute and people start popping in or whatever. I gotta go grab B. He ain't no big ass. She had to go to the fucking dentist. Ain't no big thing. She had to get a tooth pulled or whatever. So, I dropped her off at 11:45 and I think they was ready for her at 12. So I figured it didn't take no more than an hour and some change. So I'm just gonna zip out of here 10 minutes, go grab her. Dude just say he on his way over here. He lived 5 minutes away, so. Hold on. Motherfuckers be on some tripped out shit. Alright. Alright, sorry about that. I apologize. Hold on. Yeah. The people search for them type of videos or it seem like YouTube promotes them in long threads. I don't know. I think people just like pet videos. I have no idea. I'll tell you what though, people started responding to that shit super fast. I can say that. So, but yeah, I think people like animals. There's a lot of animal videos up, there's a whole lot of people interacting with animals and shit like that, and people just showing animals do shit. And those videos got a whole lot of fucking views, right? So I forgot who it was earlier that typed that shit. They should show I should show interaction between me and Snowball. I'm gonna start doing that. Say, oh, I just showed the dog videos. He's big. Yeah, he's getting huge. And you see he's all muscle, he's all muscular and shit or whatever, man. So, yeah, he's been eating fucking healthy as shit. Eating a lot. Like for, you know what I'm saying? What he's, yeah, 11 months. He's decent for 11 months. I'm trying to get him a little bit beefier up top or whatever. But like he's always running, so like he ain't really gaining weight as fast as he was at first. Like now it's just like he's just getting more and more solid. I'm like he's like I used to be able to pick him up with one arm, so when I hold him now, I can still hold him with one arm or whatever. But like you can feel the weight. It's like damn, you big motherfucker. So yeah. Yeah, so like I'm sitting here dragging it out. I'm like, yo, this my buddy going through some shit, so I gotta help him out right quick. But I gotta go grab B. So I hope you know what I'm saying, hurry up and get his ass over here. And tell me eating peanut butter sandwiches and shit. They're gonna pick it up, Joe. Once I watch your video with Shorty Day after the Boom Mad Pet videos on my timeline. Oh, okay. And you know what else though? Let me show y'all something. Y'all ain't gonna, you wouldn't believe me if I showed you. Remember, hold up. Look, I'm gonna show you piece by piece. Right? Dig this. Screen share shows you. I'm a partner. I'm enabled for monetization and all that shit. Right? I can embed live streams. I can do monetization. Right? Go to the video manager. I want to show you something. They didn't monetize none of my videos. Look. None of my videos are monetized. All the way down the scroll. None of them. I'll put these up. They got monetized instantly. I didn't do nothing. YouTube monetized these. When I put it up and then I watched it to make sure it loaded right, it had 0 views on the motherfucker and it had an ad on it. So YouTube is on some bullshit. Like real talk. Like YouTube is on some straight up bullshit. I'm just saying. Now who came over here and thumbed down the show about hip hop? Why would you come over here? Ain't nobody talked about nobody. So I got some jack. Whoop whoop. So whoop. I spurred. I'm actually looking to go buy some brew when I leave up out of here. I need to go get me some I think I'm gonna get some Hop Stupid. That's actually a beer. I'm probably gonna get some Hop Stupid or some type of like IPA. Probably yeah, some super high, full of hops IPA for the deliciousness. Yeah. So YouTube likes the puppy vids. Like I said, I put that shit up. I didn't even touch nothing or whatever. And that shit, I'm like, damn, they instantly monetize this. Well, okay. Now just think, if I were to monitor, and y'all like, wait a minute, how your shit not monetized, but then you had money in your analytics the other day? Like I said, that shit came from that super chat. Ain't none of my videos monetized. So when y'all niggas be talking that shit about you doing this for views and money, you just saw I don't. I just thought I'd throw that in. Or did anybody else peep that? Maybe that's too much for the young folk. Did anybody else peep that? That whole scroll. None of the videos were monetized. But them 2 videos for Snowball got monetized and they ain't got no views. Y'all know it just went up. Right? But I showed the other day I got some couple of dollars in the analytics in the YouTube shit. But ain't none of my videos monetized. Did anybody peep that? No? Nobody? Damn. That's crazy. Like, how do you have revenue on your videos and you're not monetized? You didn't monetize under the videos. How'd you do that? Well, what the fuck? Wait, hold up. What? How do you have revenue on videos that are not monetized? Just saying. Yeah. So when I keep telling y'all I don't give a fuck about the views, hopefully now y'all see it's proved. I don't give a single fuck about that shit. And you see the same amount of money just sitting up in there. I don't give a shit. Whenever they drop it off into the little thing, they drop it off. I think it's like on the 23rd, some shit like that. So, yeah. I don't be thinking about that shit. So maybe if I monetize my videos, I could be making a whole lot of money like everybody else be fronting. I don't know. So you can't care because you remove your video. Exactly. I don't give a fuck about no damn views. I got 1,000 thumbs up. Yay! Nah, man. Fuck that shit. I want to tell you something, yo. This shit is a popularity mindfuck. And I got caught up in this shit in 2010. I was like, I had motherfuckers coming at me left and right. You know what I'm saying? And that shit fucked with my ego for a minute. And I didn't know how to deal with it. So I got the fuck offline. I'm like, okay, cool, but see, you know, I'm telling the truth. I had so many fucking women coming at me, yo. I was about to motherfucking, like, leave my girl to go be with some fucking other bitch. Like, real talk. Like, I was something like, not, it wasn't nobody in particular. I had so many options and choices. So I started feeling myself. Like, real talk. And I'm on that, I don't gotta put up with this, and and bitch, and you know what I'm saying, and tripping. And I swear to God, I got the fuck offline. I got away from my girl. I went and rented hotel rooms and struggled and went through all kinds of shit to get my mind right. Yep, Monstrosity 19. Everybody been rocking with me know I'm telling the truth. Everybody I'm rocking with know I'm telling the truth. That shit, I had so many bitches coming at me, I didn't know how to deal with it. And I just shut everything down. Because I'm like, this is not real. And I'm talking about, man, I was caught up. I'm talking to motherfuckers on the thing, people sending me pictures, bitches wiring me money, all kinds of shit. It was wild. Motherfuckers was just coming to Chicago. I went out of town. Motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, swamped me at Penn Station and up in Philly. It was crazy. And I was feeling like a motherfucking Beatle out this motherfucker. Like, I'm that shit. And I was tripping. I'm talking about, man, me and B was already going through something. Because when we broke up, I had my daughter. So we was going through the whole little thing. Man, you got a baby with another bitch. So I was tripping on her about that. Then all these other hoes was on me. And I was just like, yeah. And I'm like, hold on, man, you tripping. And I went and sat my ass down. I went and rented a hotel room close to my daughter so I could spend time with her. And I didn't go nowhere. I didn't leave town. I didn't talk to nobody. I was doing shows from at the hotel at first, and then I shut all that shit down. And I just took time to get myself right again. And I came back, you know, when I was stable again. And I'm glad I did that, because when I stopped doing the YouTube videos, motherfuckers stopped hitting me, and all that shit went away. And then I got humble, like, damn, they didn't really want me. Fuck, it was my ego. Oh well. And then I just, you know what I'm saying, I came back like, yeah, well, I'm gonna keep it peaceful. Because couldn't nobody tell what was going on behind the scenes, because I kept shit smooth on camera. But now I got the super big head, man. What? You wake up, it's an email, like, go check fucking Western Union. You go to Western Union, it's a smooth rat just sitting there. And this is before motherfuckers was doing video chats. So motherfuckers can see you. You can't see them. And I'm like, man, like, motherfuckers just sending me bread? What the fuck? And I didn't know how to deal with that shit. I'm not even bored. It became too fucking much. And like I'm cussing out my best friend. Like, hold the fuck on. No, I gotta chill. You know what I'm saying? And I swear to God, I went and sat in a motherfucking hotel for 90 days to get my motherfucking head right. I'm not bullshit. I was wild. I even started, I sold cocaine again for that little 3 months. That's the only time I broke that promise to my daughter. I talked about this before. When I was in the hotels, I did everything. I was robbing motherfuckers' rooms, all that shit. If you left out the room and left shit in the room and forgot about it, oh, it was forgot about. So yeah, it was crazy. That's why I'm like, when I'm telling these cats, like, yo, yeah, the little energy out here, you know what I'm saying, on this YouTube shit done changed, but it's still the same thing. Don't get caught up in, and them bitches, they'll pull you right out your crib because they know you got a bitch. The only thing is, like, I swear to God, the only good thing about it, because I'm so distrustful of people, that's the only thing that saved me. Because I don't trust a motherfucker. So yeah, I'm sitting up here feeling myself, but I ain't trust them all. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bitch, what? Move where? Nah, bitch, y'all had to come out here. I was on that. So yeah, it was wild. So like I said, when I tell y'all, me and my girl been through it, that's why she rock with me. She already know what time it is. We done already been through it. That's why she not worried now. We've been through it. That was 2010. And I got the fuck up off YouTube. Like, I swear to God, everybody know. I done had, like, it was The Monstrosity, Mr. Monstrosity, Styles, what the other people show, the new people show, and now this one. I've had 3 people show channels. So like, real talk, I had 2 Monstrosity channels and shit and 2 Nut War channels so far. Like, I had double the subscribers I have now. And my audience was mostly women. I couldn't deal with that shit. Like, real shit, I could not deal with that shit. That shit was too much. I had been popular and shit and all that shit for a long time, but I had never seen no shit like that. I didn't know popular ain't never translated to motherfuckers just wiring me money. I didn't know how to deal with that shit. I'm not even bullshit. I didn't know how to deal. People treated me like a fucking celebrity. I was scared than a motherfucker. Like, nah, let me go ahead and chill. Sit my goofy ass down somewhere. What the fuck? Like, real talk. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was wilding. And like, at one point in time, I want to say, like, over a 3-month period and shit, I must have got, like, maybe, like, between, like, $6,000 and $8,000. I thought I was going to get caught for wire fraud. I didn't know what. I was scared to them up. And then I was getting money off, like, right when I released my book. And I didn't know, people, like, it was so many chicks bought my book, right? So I'm getting, you know what I'm saying, getting little checks off that shit. Now, at the time, I didn't have a bank account, so I'm going to, like, the little check cashing spot, right? That was right here by the hotel I was staying in. So I go over there with a $1,500 check from Lulu for my book and shit. The next day, I'm coming in to get a Western Union for $1,000. 2 days later, I'm coming to get a Western Union for $500. The next day, I'm coming to get, I'm like, man, I'm gonna go to jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was like, man, let me stop. I was terrified. I didn't know. I was completely new to the internet. I didn't know how this computer shit worked. You know, I used to do credit card schemes and shit back in the day. I didn't know nothing about nothing cyber. My girl had just taught me how to turn on a computer in 2009. I didn't know nothing about a goddamn computer. Nothing. You know what I'm saying, man? I didn't know shit. Like, every time I wanted to open up a new page, like, hey, I want to do, this is how you do it. You go to the search engine. Search engine, that's crazy. Just do the thing. I was that basic with it. I was straight me man, me machine fix. I didn't know nothing about no damn technical cyber shit. So just the fact now that you see this shit on screen, just imagine a few years ago, this was not even in my mind. Now I'm doing all kinds of things. The next thing I'll be moving up to fries. And then the big bucks start moving in. Anyway, yeah. I was a complete fucking Neanderthal on the computer. I didn't know shit. She had to basically show me how to open up a document for when I wrote my book. And then I published my book, and that's how I started this YouTube shit. That's how I got introduced to YouTube. She like, what's this YouTube shit? Oh, it's just people making videos. Videos of what? Just videos. This motherfuckers making videos. That's stupid. And then I watched the shit, and I started watching all kinds of documentaries and shit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then it was like, man, she's like, why don't you make videos? What I make videos about? Your life. Man, nobody want to hear that dumb shit. And it's like, man, and then she bought me a flip cam. And like, just try it. And I'm like, man, what the fuck I'm gonna talk to a camera for? You know what I'm saying? And then, well, now we're here. They're moving up to Fries Coming to America. Yeah, Eduardo gets it. See? I knew that shit wasn't gonna be wasted all the times. All right, this might be Zach. Assalamu alaikum, bro. I'm in the basement. I'm coming up. All right. All right, y'all. I'm sorry I got to go. My partner going through something. I will be back on here in a couple of hours, man. But I got to help my buddy and shit. He's having an issue. So I appreciate y'all time. I'm going to fuck with y'all in a minute.